Yo! Today we are doing the RX8 in your favorite game, Underground 2. Oh my word, I'm loving this new graphics mod. It looks so darn good. So I'll be sharing my drag tune with you guys, and I'm pretty impressed with this car. I just love to see like how I tune the cars and which cars turns out to be the best. Any car that gets into the 7 seconds, they are really fast, and this is one of these cars. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna share my drag tune with you. So we're gonna quickly do a dyno run and we're gonna see how much power this car makes. I am super impressed. One thing that catches my eye, if you look at the power kilowatt, look at how it just kept on going up. I mean, if we could have gone past 10,000 RPMs, it would have probably still went up a little bit. These are really good numbers. I've seen more torque, I've seen more kilowatt, but this car does pack a punch. It's got pretty long legs in that case. So what I'm gonna do is, such as all the other videos that I do, I'm gonna categorize this video into 4 sections. First section is gonna be the tune. Obviously, this is why you guys are here, to see the damn tune. Secondly, I'm gonna what do you call it? I'm gonna do the 400-meter run. Thirdly, I'm gonna do the performance upgrades. I'm gonna show you guys exactly what I installed. And then fourthly, we are gonna do a drag race against opponents. So let's quickly start with the tune, and I want to start at drivetrain. So I want to tell you guys real quick, this tune you are seeing right now, it is specifically made for the 400 meter as well as the Bayview drag. If you're going to use it on another drag and your car actually bottoms out, then what you got to do is actually take this knob to the left, more towards top speed. When I'm talking about bottoming out or bombing out, I mean like your engine is going to explode just because your gear ratio just can't handle that high speeds. So once you take it to top speed, more towards top speed, your gears will actually increase a little bit, and that will make you to reach higher top speeds. Yes, your car might be a bit slower, but it's better than bombing out. So here is the drivetrain, the gear ratios. You can take a screenshot, you can write it down, you can use it as you please. So for the suspension, as you guys can see, the front, we have got it all the way down. The rear, we've got it a little bit higher. This car spins a lot in first gear. So we actually only nitros from second gear. And then we've got the springs and the front springs, sorry, and the front shocks, we got halfway. And then for the rear springs and the rear shocks, we got about 3/4 of the way. This is just to help the power to weight ratio, just to make sure that not all the weight goes past the rear wheels, just in that way that it lands on the rear wheels. So going to the sway bar, we got it at hard, and I did not touch the steering ratio. Going over to the aerodynamics, as I told you guys, this car spins a lot in first gear. The only way I can actually get it cancelled out is by applying down force, and we had to max it out. Going over the tires and brakes, we got it at strong, and I did not touch the brakes. For the ECU, if you guys have never tuned this or don't know what's going on here, I actually made a pretty good tutorial explaining everything you guys need to know about the ECU tuning as well as the turbo tuning. So just what I will do is I'll drop a card for you guys in the top right corner. So just to give you guys a quick briefing, take all the power out of the first and second 1000 RPMs, and for the turbo, just take out as much in the low RPMs as you can and shove it in more at the top, the top or the higher RPMs. For the nitros, we have got it at about 5 seconds. It says just below 5, but we can call it 5 seconds. Okay, so we're gonna quickly go and do a run. I just quickly want to show you guys before we get too started in this. There is 2 ways you can pull away. If you look at the top where RPMs climbs up, as you can see, about 8,000 RPMs. That is where the RPMs launch is excellent. Sorry, I'm about to sneeze. Oh my word, that was a good sneeze. So just above 8,000 RPMs. Obviously now it's going to be a little bit different. It's going to be around 9,000. But at 8,000, just above it, that is where you want to launch. Right over there. By 8,000. But otherwise, what I'm gonna do in this video is I'm just gonna launch it with full RPMs. Once again, we're gonna shift in second gear. Oh, short shifted that. .83, and I let go of the throttle there, and we still made it a 9.97 for the total lap amount. That is really good. Even if you look at the burnout distance, it's at 0.57. 0 to 100 kilometers is a bit slow, 1.94 compared to some of the other cars I have, but the 400-meter time at 7.83, now that is pretty good. Even if you look at the speed that we went over it at 294, that is excellent. So I have done better. The best I've done was a 7.72 or 7.68, one of the two. So, well, just keep on practicing, keep on getting used to it, just keep on shifting at perfect. You'll also get a really good time. So let's quickly head all the way back, and we are going to talk about the performance upgrade part. So let's quickly get started with the engine. So there is 3 stages you can install: stage 1, stage 2, and stage 3, also known as street package, pro package, and extreme package. But did you notice something? Stage 3 is installed, stage 2 is installed, and we've got one thing installed over here at the cold air intake system. So I am not using any cheats or whatsoever. Sometimes I think a few people might not understand how this works exactly. So whenever you install the street package, this is all the contents you're gonna get with this package, such as a cold air intake system, replace the headers, a mild camshaft and cam gears, and a performance exhaust. So let's look specifically at these 3 over here. So here is the mild camshaft and cam gears. Obviously you can only have one set in it, well, in your car. So mild means it's technically better than stock, but it's not the best. It's mild, it's in between. So when we look at stage 3, here we can see we got racing camshafts and gears. So by installing stage 3, it actually like overrides, it like replaced this one over here. For the replace headers, as you guys can see, is not installed. Why? Because right over here you can see there's high flow headers. So that's a cool thing about the game. Whenever you install a part that's better than a previous part, it kind of replaces it. But that still means that if you look here, we've got a cold air intake system. If you look here, there is nothing about a cold air intake system. So if you did not install stage 1, your car wouldn't have a cold air intake system. If you jump straight to extreme package, there is nothing about an exhaust here. But if you look here, here's a larger diameter downpipe and a catback exhaust system. So in other words, I'm just telling you guys, whenever you upgrade a car, install stage 1, then stage 2, then stage 3. Don't just jump to stage 3, you are gonna lose power. For the ECU, install all 3 as well. Install stage 1, stage 2, stage 3. For the transmission, install all 3 of them. For the suspension, you also want to install all 3 of them. For the nitros, this is just the different ways it's actually injecting the nitros. So you can only install stage 3 there. For the tires, you can only install 1, so install stage 3. For the brakes, you can install all 3 of them. For the weight, you definitely want to install all 3 of them. As you guys can see, nothing is being replaced because whatever you're upgrading is different things. For the turbo, you can install stage 3. So there we go. Let's quickly go and do a quick race against other players. Oh my word, look at that! We are leaving them, and this car does have pretty long legs. There is no way they are gonna catch us. I think it feels like I'm still pulling. This car is actually boosting very low. It's boosting at about what, 13 psi? That's just like below 1 bar, isn't it? Okay, so let's quickly look at the race stats out of curiosity. Top speed was 325. 315, 311, 311. So this literally means that we were still pulling all the way. Once again, this car has got very long legs. Even if you look at the average speeds, it is pretty good. and I messed up 3 shifts over there. So we can get even better times with this car. So there we go, guys. This is a complete tune for you guys for this car. Once again, if you're trying to actually like use this car on a different track and your 6th gear is not long enough, you just got to go back to the tuning board, go to your drivetrain, make your final drive gear ratio a bit more towards top speed, or just stretch out your 6th and 5th gear a little bit. Anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching. If you guys are still here, I just want to say you are true supporters. Let me know what you think about the tune. If you would love to support the channel, especially if you're new, hit the logo at the bottom right corner to subscribe. If you want to see a similar video, hit the icon on the left. If you want to see one of my most recent videos, hit the icon on the right, and then I'll see all of you legends in my next video. But for now, peace out, everyone.